Hello everyone, my name is Hitesh and I welcome you all to TradeBrains YouTube channel. Happy New Year to all our viewers and may you all have a great year of fulfillment and joy. Now through this video I'll be talking about one of the most important derivative product and how is it traded on the trading portal of Zerodha. So let us jump right into our discussion. Now to do that you have to log into the web portal of Zerodha, which I've already done here on the screen right now. The first thing which we have to understand as to how do we go about adding contracts on the Zerodha platform. Supposedly you want to add say ICICI Bank futures contract. So all you got to do is just type the name ICICI Bank. So if you see down, you see here ICICI Bank Jan futures, Feb futures and March futures. So this is very important to understand that futures contract we have 3 expiry contracts for futures running at same time. So right now the current 3 contracts are Jan, Feb, March. So as and when the Jan contract expires at the end on the last Thursday of the month, one more contract of April will be added as the third contract. So the first contract which I'll be adding here is the ICICI Bank January futures contract. So this is how you go about adding it. Supposedly you want to add say another contract. So you want to add say HDFC Bank futures contract. So all you got to do is you got to type HDFC Bank and you see a Jan futures contract. Say you want to add say Tata Motors also. So you can see the Jan futures contract here. So this is a simple way of adding futures contract on your Zerodha platform. I recommend you to have separate tabs for say futures contract. Sometimes you want to have tabs for say your cash contract or options contract. So if you have separate tabs for each and every one of them, it's easier to maneuver through them. And when the market is fast paced and market is on a very high volatile streak, it's easier to keep switching tabs and enter your contracts without wasting time. So now the next thing which I will be explaining here is that how do we go about buying or selling futures contract on the web portal of Zerodha. So you got to just click on the option of buy here, and this window is very important to understand. So what you got to do understand here is that there is regular order, there is cover order, there's a bracket order, and there's an AMO, that is aftermarket order. All the 4 options are available to trade the futures contract on the Zerodha platform. So I'll explain you the regular contract. Under the regular contract you have say intraday contracts and overnight contracts. So what's the difference is that in the intraday contract the position gets squared off every day at 3:15 p.m. Indian time. So supposedly if you've entered a trade of futures contract in the morning time, by 3:15 if you have not exited yourself the contract will be automatically squared off in the market. But in case of an overnight contract, the position is carried over to next day. As and when you choose to exit is when the position is exited from the market. Now another difference between the two is that as intraday contract is exited at the end of the day, the amount of margin required is very less. Now if you see for one contract of ICICI Bank, the margin shown here in the bottom part of the window is 71,030 rupees 44 paisa. This margin keeps changing as and when the price of the product keeps changing. Supposedly I want to say enter at say 525 only price. So you see the margin again got refreshed, still a little lesser margin. And in case of an overnight contract, the margin is much more because you're exposed to higher risk in the market. Because the position is carried forward to next day, the market could gap up or gap down, and the exchange and the broker needs to account for mark-to-market losses, which is where the margin required for carrying the overnight position is much more compared to intraday margin. That is one simple difference here. So the next concept which I'll be talking about is the concept of cover order. The concept of cover order has picked up off late in the Indian market. So what happens here is this: once you place an order to cover order, the stop loss is automatically placed initially at the time of placing order in the market. Supposedly if I want to say place the order at 525 and I want my stop loss for this contract to be 515 rupees. So what will happen here is this: as and when I place the order to click buy, the order will go through in the market, and when the price comes to 525, I'll be buying one futures contract of ICICI Bank. So now you must be thinking as to what the difference is. The difference lies in the fact that the stop loss is placed at the time of entering the contract, and you don't have the option to revise the stop loss. So that what happens with that is that it covers your losses in the market. Plus your risk management is covered well in the market, because sometimes what happens when we enter the position in the market, we never think of stop losses. We just let the position run in the market. But if you have a stop loss placed in the market, it is very easy to manage your risk, and you don't have to worry about losing much more than what you actually had planned to risk in the trade. The next option of trading here is the bracket order. The bracket order is very simple. You choose the entry point, plus you choose the profit order and the stop loss order. So once you enter a trade in the market, both orders of profit and stop loss are placed in the market. So when either one of them is triggered, the other position is lifted from the market. Supposedly, if my stop loss gets triggered, then the position of the profit order is being pulled from the market, and if my profit order is touched, then the order of stop loss is being pulled from the market. And the AMO is aftermarket order. This is a very simple thing. Supposedly, if you want to trade in the market, but for some reason you won't be there in the market when the market opens tomorrow, so you have an option after the market closes, that's after 3:30 p.m. you have an option to place an order for trading in the market for next day. Supposedly you want to buy, say, ICICI Bank futures contract at certain price, so you just choose the price at which you want to enter. Supposedly I want to enter at say 515. So supposedly, say if the price comes to 515 rupees, I just want to take a long position in the market. So you simply do that and you just place the order in the market. And as and when the market will open tomorrow at 9:15 a.m., this order will go through the exchange and your order will be placed on the screen. So even without being on the screen, it is very simple to just place an order in the market. I'm not worried about missing out on opportunities in the market. So now the next question which could come to our mind is that supposedly I have chosen ICICI Bank, but what if you want to explore other options which could be investment worthy or which could be trade worthy in the market? So to solve that problem, TradeBrains has launched its own portal. It's called portal.tradebrains.in. That's how the main page looks like. All you got to do is go to the screener of this. It's a very comprehensive and easy to use screener. You can choose all the companies, say, which have a market cap of greater than 10,000 crores. So you run the filter, and supposedly now you want to choose, say, banking industry. So you got to uncheck all the other filters and choose bank public and bank private. So it will flash out list of all the public sector and the private sector banks which satisfy the criteria of having a minimum 10,000 crore market capitalization. Now you can also choose other important factors like what is the PE ratio, what are the other factors. You can keep on adding filter here and you get a list of all the companies which you think could be investment worthy or trade worthy, and you can make your decisions based on that. And the other thing which is a very comprehensive and exclusive tool of the portal is the compare stock. Now take for example, you have decided on say 4 banks and you want to see a comparative study. So for the sake of explanation, I am using say ICICI Bank. Then I am using say HDFC Bank and say Kotak Mahindra Bank. These are 3 banks which I think are good for investing and trading, and I get a comparative study of all the parameters which are satisfied, which can be used to make an investment worthy decisions. And all the important parameters like the PE ratio, price to book value, yield, return on equity, return on capital employed, everything has been presented in both numerical and chartical form. And even the other important ratios like the profitability ratios, the operational ratios, everything have been explained here in a brief table form. So you don't have to keep switching between different tabs to find the comparative study. Everything is available here at one place, and you save a lot of time, and it's very easier and comprehensive to understand and study. Even the 1 month, 6 month, 1 year, 3 year return on the share price, everything has been mentioned here on one single screen. A simple comparative study can be done. I would recommend or urge you to go to the portal and have a look and explore the other benefits like portfolio backtesting, portfolio analysis, the watch list, superstar portfolio, theme-based buckets. Everything can be seen here. Just to give you a brief demo about the buckets here, we have designed 50 plus buckets which have been algo designed, and all the different criteria have been put here. And supposedly if you are someone who's willing to understand what is the concept of rural India, you just go click on it and you have a brief overview and all the stock which qualifies to be a part of this selected group, and it can be used to understand and make your investment based on rural India theme. So all different theme based, business house based, every decisions can be made simply on this portal. Now going back to our discussion on how to trade futures contract on Zerodha. Now if you must have realized that the total number of shares in say ICICI Bank contract is 1375 in the futures contract, and if I were to say buy HDFC Bank, and then you see the total number of shares in one lot of futures contract of HDFC Bank is 550. So different banks or different companies which are a part of futures and options bracket have different number of shares which are for the trading purpose, and which also makes it different investment or amount of margin required to trade those kind of contract. Now let us understand how is the contract margin decided. This is the margin calculator of Zerodha. If you see, I've chosen here say all the companies which are eligible to be traded in a futures and option contract and the amount of margin which is required to trade. So there are three columns here. Supposedly, if I were to explain, say Aarti Industries here, and this is for the 28th January expiry contract. The amount of margin required to trade the normal contract is 1,40,609 rupees, and the margin percent is 26%. So what does this 26% means? Now say the current price of one share of Aarti Industries is 1267.85 and the lot size is 425. If you multiply both price and the lot size, the total value comes to be about 5,50,000. So the amount of margin required is 26% of the total value, which comes to about 1,40,000. So all the details about all the companies and the amount of margin required to trade that has been mentioned here on this page by Zerodha. You can go and have a look at it. Now the other thing which also could be of intriguing every viewer here is that the margin required varies from company to company. Why is there no standard margin? Why is it different from companies to companies? That is simply because different companies have different volatility. Some companies are high beta, some companies are low beta, some companies are medium beta. So depending on the risk which is associated with certain companies, the amount of margin keeps changing from time to time. So supposedly if you were to trade the shares of say Adani, this is a high beta stock, so amount of margin required here is 46%. But if you were to trade the shares of ACC Cement, these are relatively low beta stocks, so the amount of margin required is only 20%. So the margin keeps varying from stock to stock, and it simply indicates the volatility of the market. Higher the margin, which means it's higher volatility and higher risk and reward trade, and lower margin means it's lower volatility and the amount of risk is limited, and the upside potential also is limited in these kind of trades. So I hope this video has given you a sufficient idea about how to go about trading futures contract on Zerodha. How do you go about adding futures contract? How do you go about adding contract to the wish list? How do you place buy order? How do you place a sell order? Just the way I explained you the buy order, the sell order also similar way of trading. In futures contract, you can carry your sell positions overnight, you can carry your buy position overnight. But in case of like say equity or cash equity, you can just sell only for the day. It can't be carried to the next day. But in case of futures contract, you are allowed to carry your sell positions. It is just treated like a normal order. The only difference is that you are selling before buying in the market. I hope this video gave you a brief about how do you go about trading futures contract on Zerodha. If you have any more queries, please put your queries in the comment section. I'll be more than glad to answer that. Thank you so much.